Hello. Welcome to a Monday live stream. Kind of unexpected, but I did announce, so we'll see if anybody shows up. This is a programming-based live stream. Kevin! Hey, man! I need to make some bonus patches for this new library. Hello, Daniela. So, hello, welcome. My name is John Lemcool. I'll do a formal introduction. This is PlugInGuru.com. This is our channel. And I finished the library, but I always like to do bonus patches, and I want to do some really fun ones. So this is a new library called Patchmaster. I'll do a, hey Alberto, good to see you. What's up? You're up, man. This is a fun library because I recorded a whole bunch of patches that I first made on this little synth right here, little Behringer Pro-1. It's a nice analog, pure analog, no effects. Let's see, I've got to clean up my stuff going on here. And the cool thing with this library that's kind of different is the patches that I made are embedded as an image inside of every one of the core 25 patches. So if you want to learn synthesizer programming, if you own a Pro-1, I've had a number of people contact me and say, you know, I have these synths and they all make weird sounds and I don't know how to get them back. And I was like, well, that seems like a good lead way for something like this. So the idea being that these patches have the roadmap for how to make this bass inside of it. So you can click this, you can see how to set up a Pro-1. It works with either the Sequential Circuits one or with the Behringer one. I use the Behringer. I don't have access to a Dave Smith Sequential Circuits one. I wish I did, but I don't. So I use what I have, and also this way the patches are going to sound the way that they sound on current computers and systems, right? Because everybody has access to this. Very few people have access to a 40-year-old synthesizer. So in this little hangout, I was just going to do some patch making. I need to make some bonus patches, as I said, and BPM patches. I just finished this one earlier today, which was kind of fun for them. Let me check my levels, make sure everything sounds good. We're a little soft. Let's see now, am I in Logic? So I could go over here. Hey, an announcement just popped up on my phone that I'm doing a live stream. So that's this one right here. And output there. Yeah, that's cool. And I actually just finished another patch just before going live. Where is it at? Time of Innocence. Really nice. And this is fun. This is one where actually the full sample but by moving the sample step later. Let's do an even darker patch. So for this, I wanted to have a cool attack. There's a couple different ways to do that. Let's do this. Let's say new layer. And let's say we want to use Guru Sampler. And I want to go to the attack from Del Norte. Like. Now this has effects and reverb in the sample. So I can use that for a cool little filter, little pop thing. Now, do I want the attack to change? Yes, I do. So let's get sample start to be randomized just a little bit. Now, for this, it's got a lot of low end. I'm more interested in the high part of it, so I'm going to use a filter max as a high pass filter. So I add that energy, but it doesn't, I'm not going to let the bass in, so that here's without the filter. That attack takes up so much of the space, right? But by filtering it, and there's a delay. Let's open up the delay. It's set to 16th. Oops. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe 8th. I like to do this where I send both to the same. Now we have an offset or a drift. Which takes it out of time, so it's not perfectly synced, even though it's set to sync. And then I want to have a little bit more reverb. We've got water verb here. And I'm actually going to put a filter on the delay and set to high pass so that the delays don't take up so much space. They become part of the image. Okay, so let's save this. Maybe I'm going to give this a little bit more velocity and turn it down a little bit. So we took it from a brass sample all the way to something quite different. So go save. Let's see. The name is some of the hardest stuff to come up with, man. This is in the way. I don't need these cables on my earbuds. It's warm in this house. The sun came out today. Simple. Perky Simple. RKY. Perky and Simple. Nope. Perky and Pure. Cool. And I'm actually going to put this in the perk category because, no, pluck. Because it is a decaying sound. And typically that's where I put pluck, pure, attack, nice, simple. And I'll fill out the rest of the details here. Go save as. And that pops up the save button so we can save. The music box. Oh, we could turn it into a music box-esque. Let's do this. Let's use a different attack. There's some really, really cool wind attacks down here that have a really nice airy. Make this one a little less expressive. And maybe we could try, well, I like the sometimes that's all you need. Save. My dog is outside playing with her ball. Okay, so this is music box. This is the analog music box. There we go. Save as. Actually, even better. Breathy. I like to, if whenever possible, try to describe the patch. And we can go reveal in Finder because I need to do a quick. I like to keep the names breathy. All right, so yeah, I like to keep it consistent. Skippy love bells. Nothing but love, baby. Okay, so let's do something a little bit more. I'm gonna go to sleep, you know. Don't want to do that. So I have an idea I was gonna play with. I wanted to try taking something from Percussa, which is a rhythmic library, and taking the MIDI file and then using that to turn into something inside of Unify. So let me show you how we can do that, because stuff like that is really fun. Shadow of Death is one of my favorite grooves that I made for this silly library for Omnisphere. Now, let's see. I've got from Trader Joe's these honey wheat. A couple of these up. I also have red licorice. I have to have red licorice around when I'm programming. So let's see what we got. Right? So this has an art pattern. Now, if I wanted to, I can hit capture 1 bar. And then click and drag, and it will make that into a MIDI file. So now I can initialize, go back to Patch Master. Let's find a patch that we can, I'm going to use that rhythm in a whole different way than what it was used for there. So don't be thinking cinematic film like haunted, you know, alien spaceship stuff like that. This is we're going to go in a whole different direction with it. But I want that rhythm. So let's go over here to, now the Razorbacks are really cool, detuned. And I'm going to start with the single, but with the round robin. And I might stereoize it. Oh, this is supposed to be the round robin. Uh-oh. See, I like to do these bonus things because I find things that I miss, because when you're making a library, there's so many small details that are easily missed. And I'm always missing them. So if we go over here and we say, give me a MIDI box, and we take this MIDI file and we drag it right here. Now, right now it's referencing this MIDI file that's on my desktop. That's a no-no for making a library that I'm going to send to you guys at some point, right? I need to go to Libraries, Patchmaster Pro, MIDI files. Let's say, let's just put this here. And then now let's drag again. And it immediately updated its referencing. So it's now looking to this folder. So that's what we're working with. And I want to give it a little bit more interesting stuff with the filtering. Let's say saw down. I might turn this into a delay. And then just like in Omnisphere, I'm going to do a little distortion on it. And let's look at our filtering over here. There we go. So that's one element. I want to add to this some more, right? And I want to make the timing not so perfect, so I'm going to go creative, put a little jitterbox. Now it's really loose. Now let's turn this into stereo. So we can go like this. We'll do mono. I'll decide if I want to keep both later, but this is a Z BPM synth. Pretty cool. What should we call this? You guys want to chip in some suggestions for the... Yes, thank you, Michael. That's a good point. This is a library where, you know, I made some patches, but a lot of what I did was really simple things so that I had the building blocks to make patches, and people have the building blocks to make patches, because a lot of the sample libraries that you can buy of synthesizers are complete patches, and that's nice. I sell, like, Retrosphere 2 is a lot like that, where the samples, it's done. You just play it. That's all it does. But you can't, it's a lot more work to take those and, like, you can't break them down to their building blocks. So that's kind of fun with this part. Let's see. Film at 11. Cool. How about Film Master? Since we're in Patch Master, BPM synth, square, BPM. Don't need these comments, so we'll start here. Now, this is going to end up modifying quite a bit. It keeps Logic's main screen is here, so it defaults to that. So maybe if I put this behind it, maybe when I go to save as, yes. Now it's over here on this screen instead of every time on the other screen. Now, let's play around with some other percussive stuff. I want to find something else that's different that we can merge with this, right? So here, we don't need this on the desktop anymore, so bye-bye there. Turbo Kid. It's fun to take rhythmic things like this and then turn them into synthesizer sounds. Like, this has an interesting timing value to it. I don't know how. One way we can test this really quickly, because this is one of the things we can do that nobody else can do. We can go BPM synth, Film Master, load it into a new Unify layer, and yeah, the triplet field doesn't work. But we can open Omnisphere, go to the ARP, instead of triplets, what if we said, like, that might be fun. So let's capture 2 bars, let's say, of this. So we go. And let's drag this to the desktop. And then let's go over here. Oh, hide everybody. But here, where are we at? Videos. Okay. Unify. Libraries. Patch Master. MIDI files. So let's put this into MIDI files. I should actually give these better names, because I think these are funny, weird names. So I'll have to clean those up. But this new one that I just did at 527, let's say 16th D Casa Groove Element. Yeah. So I'm going to move this over here to the side, and I can get rid of this now. Go back to Logiku, and I want my tempo for this to be maybe 115. I have to check tempo here, because when I save the patch, it saves the tempo based on what Logic's tempo is. A lot of times I work in standalone, but right now I am just inside of Unify. So normal, go back to BPM Synth, Film Master. And let's just go from scratch. So we're going to say new empty layer. We need to call up a Guru sampler. Go to Patch Master. What kind of sound would we want to have? Maybe the pitchy pop brass might be. But start a little bit later in so it's not quite so pitchy. And then let's filter it so it's pitchy and filtered. And a lot of times you can get really snappy and then bring up the sustain. Let's see what happens. This is all just, I have no agenda, no like, okay, I built this ahead of time and I'm going to recreate it. This is all from scratch. So Patch Master Pro, click. There we go. Okay, so it stops right there. So it's, oh, okay, because Omnisphere's made it a 3 measure. In MIDI files, if anything goes past the end of the second measure, then it's going to be seen as a 3 measure MIDI file. But we can tell Unify to limit itself to only 2 bars. The other solution to this, which I probably should do because I'm really big on housekeeping when building stuff, I've just been bit so many times, is to drag this in, shorten it to be 2 measures instead of 3. Let me take a quick look at a piano player roll and make sure that there isn't anything. Yep, see this? It goes over by just the smallest amount. So let's make it a little bit shorter, and that way it is now a 2 measure MIDI file instead of a 3 measure MIDI file. Oh my gosh. And copy the name and export this MIDI file, and then I'm going to go over to Unify, to Libraries. This is, I need to go by name instead of that, and Patch Master, MIDI files, and then I can click that and say save and replace. Boom, done. So now when I go back to MIDI box, and I say reload this one more time from here, it now sees it as only a 2 measure file. That's cool. It's not the right sound yet, but I like the idea of something that's see what we can find sound-wise. Since it's retro library kind of vibe, you know, it's analog synthesizers. Let's try some other sounds. Angry Alice might be cool. Cool. And let's give this a different delay. So go delay, omega delay. Becoming more ping-pongy. else do we want to add to this? Well, if it's film, we need something that's going to be busy and kind of like 16th note ARPy kind of thing, maybe. So let's go to DX, maybe to like a plucked DX kind of sound. And you open up DX and go to the cart. Let's go over here to MIDI effects and say blue ARP. And just for fun to start with, let's go to step type and make it all random. So it's just going to randomly choose from whatever notes I've played. I can work with that. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Is that fun? Let's see. Let's play with this DX patch a little bit. Daniela, you are just so critical of everything. My gosh. Just enjoy something for what it is. Okay. I want to get a little bit, let's see, rate. Let's speed up some of the rates of the modulators. It is. There's a keyboard. I believe we are showing keyboard. Another thing that'd be fun, let's go to velocity. Yeah, use headphones. There's some nice stereo information going on here. And I'm going to double this, duplicate this one time, just duplicate layer. And because of the way I designed this library with 4 round robins, I'm going to say, let's do it this way, 2 and 1. So that way they are razorback square on both, right? I didn't mess up anything there. Okay, and then pan hard left. That's hard left and right. I'm going to take these up an octave. Now, it's really cool. We were talking about initialized, blank patches versus patches that have actually a programming thing going on inside of it. Slow Grower happens to be one of these patches where it has actually, let's go load this into a new Unify layer. Let's take it up an octave. Go to the knobs. And then what we might want to do, let's do this. Let's put filter max. Find the place where this sits nice. Higher frequencies tend to cut a little bit higher, so you want to tame them down a little bit. Let's let this wash in a reverb. Let's go Dragonfly Hall. This is a really nice reverb. Let's bring down the high cut. It's a little bit cleaner. I kind of want the perk to be a bit snappier, especially down low. It's nice up here. Maybe we limit this. Let's say limit this to C. So there you go. And let's do this. Let's add one more slow grower, and it can be the round robin. And yeah, I only need layer 1. There we go. There's some magic sauce. And let's limit that at the split point 2. That's kind of cool. Now, this doesn't sound like film, does it? What style of music would you call this patch? Well, I could see this. Let's see. I don't have it in here. Let's add really quickly. Let me save this really quick in case I blow it up. I don't want to lose it. I'd kind of call this more electronic, like a lot of Tangerine Dream-esque kind of sequenced blippy things, but it could go into all sorts of other things too. So it's a BZ, BPM. This needs some sort of like a cool chemical. This needs to be like, I know a cool name. Topography. T-O-P-O. Topography. But there's like, check this out. So if you wanted to, let's go save as, let's call it topography. Here, let's, what I do with sometimes when I do these is I'll make a little song with stuff. So let's try it. I need a click. Let's say let's load battery just for some minutes to play. It always is so slow to load the first time, but you could do all sorts of breakbeat grooves to this. It'd be pretty cool. I guess since it's playing a sequence, it slowed it down. Hey, perfect time for a snack. Let's try something like that. Now, when I play it like this, I hear a few more things I want to do. So let's go to Unify again. And the pad in the right hand that's here. Let's see, let's get this to have some motion to it. So let's go dynamics, pump house. Just sitting there and swelling and all that kind of stuff is cool. But I could see putting either a side chain or just a pulse. Let's try a side chain like 3. They can be a little bit louder. I gotta fix my bad note. Forgot to play minor right there in that first part. So go here. I always have to clean the garden after I play something, you know. Zoom in. There, I'll fix it. Have you made a dedicated video on Guru Sampler? I haven't. I haven't made enough videos on any. I should, because you're right. There's an awful lot we designed into it. That would be good to cover. I also want to do a video just like with all the new stuff. A lot of people, if you're working with Unify, and I have it all set and work with it the same way all the time, right? Let me see, is it the information? Right, so if I go up here, like I have it showing information, the count and stuff. I need to do a video just talking about the preferences here. Like you want to turn off for most people the ask, are you sure, when you patch load, because it pops up this question that a lot of, some people really like that. I turn it off right away because I don't, I'm not going to lose something. Then patch browser, you want to turn on show patch count, show patch load options. That's really important. That's the one that gives you the option to use right here to like just set to Unify layer. And now I could go down here to another BPM patch and say moving oceans, which actually wouldn't work in this. Well, maybe. Let's see. So these types of things are options to turn on and off inside of Unify. Also, show by default the CPU meters is nice to have turned on. You can have MIDI layers on and off if you want. That's when we first designed Unify, we had MIDI layers up here at the very, very top. And then a couple updates into Unify, we added the MIDI effect button per layer and kind of hid it so it's not there until you want to add one. So stuff like that. I've not used Unify for a while. Does it have an auto-save option now? It doesn't have per se an auto-save. Well, actually it does. It is actually called an auto-save. What happens is this. Anytime that you change patches after you've edited, it actually saves it under the revert button. If you hold down Control and click revert, it saves. I have my settings set for 5. You could have it up to 10 files that it auto saves every time you change a patch after you've changed anything. So if I had Battle Axe, right? Oh, wait. It's just adding everything to it. So let's say just Battle Axe by itself. And I gotten rid of these 2 layers. And then I changed to this patch. Oh no, I didn't save it. Well, if I right click or control click on this, it saved Battle Axe in the middle of its edit. So I can click and it's back. So yeah, we have an auto save like that. It doesn't auto save every 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something like that. But if you change patches and you hadn't saved it, it will give you this way of getting them back with the auto save up here. So yeah, you can do that stuff. Yeah, well, I kept Film at 11. So Film at 11, maybe I'll call it Film at 11. Tell you what. Since Frank named this Film at 11, let's keep it Film at 11. Film at 11. Patch made during the 620 patch making live stream. Thank you for the name. Frankenmeiser. I give you credit, man. And update. What's cool with this is since I'd saved the patch, all you need to do is use update and it will change the settings. Now, the thing that's kind of confusing with Unify is that we actually have the name on the hard drive. The actual file name is still the old name because we thought it'd be cool if you could name these and put, you know, maybe in the future emojis or who knows what. Yeah, Frank, hey, it's a good name. I want to keep it. So now I'm going to copy this name, cancel, go to the Finder. Because like I said, I like to do housekeeping and keep it clean. So there. Now the patch. Now, once you've done this, if I go here and I try to choose this patch, you'll notice that it won't let me choose it. It doesn't, because the file on the hard drive has changed names. That's what you use the little lightning bolt refresh for. So. Yeah. It's the 21st. Right. You're somewhere else in the world. That's what's so crazy with these live streams that I love so much is that you guys can be in different time zones. When I do the Saturday one, there's a couple people that are in, you know, the Asia where it's like 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning, just crazy times. So London calling sounds brilliant. Hey, oh, cool. Do I have a London calling? I don't. I should have a London calling. I like that name. Yeah, you European guys are. I'm a. Yeah. I will do that. Well, that's one reason why I wanted to just have you guys hang out in a live stream video while I make patches because, maybe I'm not wearing pants. No, I am. But I mean, you guys can be on iPads far from your studio. It's funny stuff. So, all right, licorice time. Need a little licorice kick. All right. So, I think, let's see. We did film at 11. This almost needs to be a split, actually. Yep. So. Oh, I never saved my edit. Check this out. It's going to be pretty cool. Go to revert. Topography. Boom. And then I added battle axe to this, which I didn't need. I didn't need moving oceans because I added that. But this has the pump house version of slow grower pad. Remember I added the... I can get it back, even though I didn't have it saved. Now I'm going to test something. I love pulses. I like stuff like this. So let's just go boom, boom, boom. Oh, we need to go faster, not the other way. You know what? Okay, so here's what I need to do now. Since I have the pulse happening, I want more color from this. But it's in the sample. This is where we're talking about having the raw versus having a patch. This is a patch, so there is no brightness to have. But I could go to something like detune PWM. And I could give it a slow envelope up and down. Let's see. A little bit slower, a little bit actually faster. I want to crest. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to do something kind of crazy. Let's see. So I want the sustain to be up a little bit. Okay. So this is a new feature that's in this. I'm going to show you something that's not available yet. You can hold down Control and Shift and click this dude. And this is using the round robin, and then actually I should set this to be like PWM1, and then I'm going to say hold down Shift and click here, and it will copy, it will paste that patch, but I want it to be PWM2, and pan left, right. And let's see, let's get a little bit of detune going. About 8 this way and 8 the other way. Hello? That'll just make it a little bit wider. So I copied my pad setting for the first layer and was able to quickly paste it with modifier keys. You can hold down in Unify 1. What will be 1.9. I thought we would be able to get this out soon, but we've had some, unfortunately, Shane has had some things happen that are delaying him getting access to his computer, selling his house and moving and stuff. It's just an awful lot to deal with. But when it comes out, you'll be able to copy and paste like that to... Now, I want to do one more thing to this. I want a little bit more play in this from the LFO for pitch. I'm going to try a square Let's go notes, synced, square, pitch to 12. And let's say half notes maybe. So watch. So I hold down Control and Shift and click. And then I need to go to the other side and hold down. Here you actually see it change in real time. So go like this and like this. Watch. I hold down Shift and I click right here and boom, it pastes that into this other plugin. It's for copying from one plugin to another plugin format. So that way, now I'm going to first try where it's parallel like that. I can also try inverting. So instead of plus 12, this one goes to minus 12. There we go, that's better. Then it's not like so much like a rock back and forth, but just interest. I can even make quarter notes for one, maybe. Cool. Option, click to update topography. And then if I wanted to take it a step further, I'd put like an actual bass. So we could go, that's just for fun, because we're not limited by oscillators like most synthesizers. We could have up to 24 layers if we wanted. So let's go over here, go to Guru Sampler. Or hey, let's do something with something different altogether. Let's go with the OBX. Let's have it be a nice. And then I think I'm going to try to ARP it. Or maybe we'll use MIDI box, because I love, this is so tight timing wise. And I'm going to go to libraries, to the MIDI files inside of the standard library, because all these MIDI files are available to every library. So I can go over here to either bass, and then translate offset. I need to go up another 12, so that would be plus 19. Let's do this. Let's put it into unison mode. That's cool. Let's get it to be a little bit smoother with fixing envelopes. And I need to have some variety. So let's go over here. Let's give some stereo fun. And I want velocity to the filters. So then let's see. And then I need to limit this so it doesn't go up into the top keyboard range. So now, because of how aggressive that bass is, I can get a little bit more aggressive with some of the other sounds. Let's do a test also. Let's go Cloud City, BPM drums. Let's set this to drum Unify so I can just click to add a couple grooves. And I don't even know if this will be good or not. Seems good to me. Now, since it's more aggressive, let's do this. Let's mute the drums for a minute. I can't give you that drum groove. If you want that drum groove, get Cloud City. By the way, I should point out, just needs one. Danielle, what are you talking about? Let's see here. I should point out, yeah, I was going to point this out. My humble little website that's sponsoring this video we're watching. Let me show it to you real quick. We have a sale going on. It was started as a birthday sale, but then it transgressed into a Father's Day sale. And then I had a couple dads. Yeah. Is Unify? Yes. Days. That's correct. The no other libraries are needed for the Pro-1 library master pack, Patch Master Pro-1 to work inside of Unify. Doesn't need anybody else. In fact, the OBXD that I added for the base, that's part of what's installed with Unify. So you don't even need to install that because we got permission from the people behind OBXD to include it, which has been wonderful. And let's personalize it a little bit more. Let's bring down the filter, more filter EG. The resonance. Just enough so you can hear that it's got a little like slop. Let's vary the filter and the envelopes. These parameters over here in OBXD are great because they make it this really super wide bass. Sometimes you don't want that, so you'd want to go back to these and make it boring. There it is in straight up stereo and in basically mono. It's more fun though if you let it be a little bit wider, especially since it's unison. So let's open it up. Maybe let's find a different bell sound for this version. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see, DX solo use. So we can play this for a minute. Okay, so this is a 2 FM. Basically, there's 2 stems. You see one stem, 1 and 2. So let's turn off 3 so we don't hear 3. So we say off. It's 1 and 2. So there's a nice perky sound. Okay, so let's turn off 1 and then turn on 3. So now we're hearing 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 4 is important. There we go. I just want to have nice bit of attack. There we go. Yeah. All right, I think we have something cool. All right, save this puppy BPM splitto. This is topography. We'll keep the same name, but bigger version of the BPM synth patch. So let's look back at what we've created, okay? So we go save as save. So we started, go over here, patch master. We started with the BPM film at 11. Oh, now we need to tell Unify to just be loading one thing at once, please. And, oh, there we go. Refresh the database really quick. Ah, licorice. There. No? Oh, this is BPM split. Sorry. So BPM synth, film at 11. We started with that a little while ago. And then we turned it into a synth. And then we took it all the way. Cool. So that was it's nice having you guys hang out. Hey, thank you, Richard. Yeah, no, I was gonna hear, if we wanted to rock it out, so we could actually, let's see, let's try it in. Let's see, let's get the, if you guys remember like the 90s and the 2000s when Orbital, and, oh, FSL, Future Sounds of London. I think people like that would make things like this. That, not quite like this, but the FM and stuff in there kind of reminds me. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's save as that is. That's how we do it, people. That's what you do. You just say, 50% square. Birth of a cool patch. That was actually... how can we do with this? Let's see. I want to do some, let's see. I have an idea. Let's go arpeggiators, MIDI box. Again, I'm going to reference the, no. Well, let's try this first. There's so many places to play and I mean, I love making patches because it's experimental playground. And with Unify, everything is on the table. There's nothing that's really not on the table. So we could say perk. We could use a shaker groove. Check this out. Do you want to do it that way? No. Let's do single drum. Actually, what I wanted to play with was, if we go here to the Discover station, there's all these orchestral things that we're doing strings, right? Like Impeccable Warrior. Let's say Impeccable Warrior. I want to do some sort of really big, cool pad thing. Synthy thing. I like 12 dB because a little bit of the high end in there. And let's mess it up. Let's go notes, turn on sync so that it stays continuous even when we're playing new notes. Let's say sample and hold. That way it's varied. Now, we've got that trick I showed you earlier, right? About, well, let's do it this way. Because we got MIDI box as well as Guru Sampler in the mix. I just want this to be huge, right? So let's do this first of all. Let's say duplicate this. And I'm going to go to Guru Sampler and I'm going to go to the standard library. I've got a couple rather huge detune unison kind of patches in Del Norte, the light. Klamath is here, which is really huge. Let's take it up an octave. It's 55, so let's say let's duplicate this again, left and right, and have this be a sawtooth waveform on the other side, just to see how this sounds for fun. Maybe not totally wide like that. Let's say it's maybe 30 and 30. One thing with our pan pots that I love is that it's minus 100 to 0 and then 0 to 100. So if I set one at minus 30, I just go over here to 30. It's not like I have to, a lot of things, they do 0 to 127 for the range. So you have to go like 37 and 84, right? Did I hear Del Norte? Yes. So inside of Guru Sampler, when you buy Unify, I give you guys light versions. Let's see here. Right here in this one. Light versions of all of these libraries. And then this year, I've started bringing out the full version. Like Del Norte's synth gives you this many synth waveforms. But if you were to change to like, let's see here. Do I have the full Del Norte library here? It's all of these synth waveforms and a lot more stuff. So it's just a light version of it, but it gives you some of the stuff, and then you can buy the full version of the library if you want even more of that. But I picked out some of my favorite things from all the libraries that I did for Omnisphere and put them in here. So Klamath is one of them. Let's see, I want to use Zenverb for this one. This is a cool reverb. I need to do a video also. There's so many videos I have to make, my God. This is a really cool reverb where there's two different actual reverbs that are happening that are frequency limited. You have a low band as well as a high band. It's kind of cool. Let's see. I don't think I have. Oh, here, I could do this. I want to hear this with a. Well, we could do a groove here, I think. I want to have a little bit more sizzle. So let's go over here. Add some EQ, and let's just say everything above about 7K. And then what I can do is kind of fun, go flex EQ and flex EQ. And then hold down Control and Shift and click on this one and Shift, click, and now. Or actually, you know what, to save on the effects, since it's the same, I could just go here to Flex EQ here. Because you can play it in different rhythms and stuff. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I like that. I need to go to the delay. Maybe have a little bit less. Now, what I have here is kind of interesting. Let's see. Let's get rid of these. Kind of the strategy is that this this Del Norte unison is kind of like the glue, and then the other two synths give you this really raw. But maybe I want a little bit more retro vibe to this. Let's bring up the attacks of the filters a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So let's go save BPM, Z BPM synth statement. BPM. Oh, good night, Days. Sorry I didn't see that. Yeah, fun. All right. So I started at 5, right? So, nice. Such a productive session. This was really fun. So save as, it's a BPM synth. Bright, Unison, Unify. And what else do we want to add? Let's see. I'll fill this in. Let's see. Made during 620 live stream programming fun. Hang. We're hanging. All right. Save as. Save. So there we go. All right. We're up to 507. I just need to understand a little bit more about what you're doing. I think repeated rewatch is on the cards. Well, it's saved. Thank goodness. The way that they do these is that the live streams do get saved so that you can enjoy. All right. So I think I'm going to call it quits for the evening. I think a little dinner is in order, stuff like that. Today, you're not under pressure and have a creative, good mood. Oh, good. That's a lot of music in short time. You're welcome, guys. Yeah. Hope this was helpful for you all. Danielle, I try to always be in a good mood. Try. All right. Thank you for watching and hanging out. And I hope this is helpful to some of you to get deeper into Unify and synth programming on a general rule. And thanks for hanging. It's good to see you guys. Lots of people showed up. I'm surprised actually as many people showed up overall. In the total number of views so far, it's pretty high. So people checked in for a little bit, then checked out, checked in, checked out, checked out, checked out. What is with the title? I love Vangelis as a patch. I don't do a lot of patch names crediting other artists. It's just not my thing. So, you know, I'll make a sound that is dedicated to the music of somebody that sounds like it, and I might say something in the comments, but I'm not going to name something directly to an artist. It's just, there's, you know, you never can sound like they did with the CS80 in their recording studio 25 years ago or something, you know? So I tend to not do that. There's nothing wrong with the title. You're welcome to name any patch you want. I love Vangelis, but that's not something I plan to do. So anyway, I'm out of here. We'll do this again, probably one more time next week, maybe next Monday or the same time. So stay tuned and we'll see you later. I got some videos to make this week. Lots of good ideas you guys have given me, so thank you. And I'll talk to you all soon, okay? Take care.